When you get older, things start to hurt more. As a snake tapper, a bushwhacker, not with a rattlesnake. Hello there, my name is Kalani. Welcome to my channel Outside with Kalani Shots. And today I've been exploring a new trail. It's pretty and also really peaceful. I'm glad that I'm here, but that's not what you're here for. Today, we're gonna talk about trekking poles. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet, not too much fluff, but I can't make any promises. So, when I first got into hiking, I wouldn't even really call it hiking. I would call it, we were just walking. It just happened to be in the woods. I would see people with trekking poles or really tall, long, like branches. I would see them walking with it. And I didn't know what it was for. I was like, what's that for? You don't need that to walk. Anyway, fast forward, once I started getting into backpacking, I learned quite a bit about trekking poles. Once I started using them, I learned the benefits of trekking poles. So here are the benefits that I feel like you receive when you use the handy dandy trekking poles. Benefit number one, your hands, they don't swell when you hike. When I lived in Arizona and I was hiking mountains out there, I noticed very quickly that my hands, they would kind of turn red, they would get really big, and I was like, what is happening? Something wrong with me? Oh my gosh. No, it's just what happens, I guess, when you're walking and your hands are down and you're going up in elevation. I don't know. But once I started hiking with trekking poles, my hands stopped swelling as much. I really don't experience swelling anymore now that I have the trekking poles. And I assume that that's because you're not just like dangling and letting everything hang. Your hands are up here, they're moving, and so I guess things can flow in and flow out. I don't know, I just know that it works to help my hands not swell. The second thing that I find beneficial with using trekking poles is that it really helps me when I'm going uphill. It gives me a little extra momentum to propel myself. I mean, when you're going uphill, not only do you have, weight on your back, your legs are tired, this just helps you. It allows you to kind of activate full body using your arms and your legs to get up that hill. And when you're on kind of like a flat terrain, I feel like it helps you to go just a little bit faster. So it helps you with the uphill. Number three, it also helps you when you're going downhill. The older that I've gotten, I have realized that I kind of try to move with ease and not super quick and fast like I did when I was in my 20s. And even in my 30s. I definitely move a little bit slower now. And that's just because when you get older, things start to hurt more. And they just like randomly start to hurt. Like, you haven't done anything and all of a sudden you have a pain. So I'm not trying to be out here in the middle of the woods and injure myself by walking and hiking, especially when now I can injure myself by literally doing nothing. So it helps me going downhill, and it just allows me to have like extra points to the ground so that I can like easily maneuver myself. And I find that it helps, I guess, with not really getting injured, or helps reduce the possibilities of injury. So we have, it helps with the swelling, it helps you going uphill, it helps you going downhill. Now these are my favorite, okay? Trekking poles. They are used for me as a snake tapper. I will take that pole. Okay, not with the rattlesnake. With the other snakes, yes. With the rattlesnakes, no. Okay, with the rattlesnakes, I'm just going. But if it's like a regular, normal little snake, I will take this trekking pole and I will tap the back of its tail, right? The very end of the tail. And more times than not, that snake is gonna just like slither away because it doesn't want any part of whatever it is that you're trying to do. So I use this as my snake. I use this. Okay. No, snake. Ugh. Ow. Ah. I use it as my snake tapper. Number 5. The other thing that I use this for is a bushwhacker. So if I'm walking and I'm coming up on like some bushes or like some prickly plants that are in my way, and maybe there's only just like a few of them just kind of hanging over into trail, I will use a trekking pole to move them out of the way, because those things hurt. And even if it's not prickly, like even if it's just literally just blocking my way and it's not going to hurt me, I don't care. I don't want it to touch me. And I know I don't wear shorts, I still wear pants, but I still don't want it to touch me. So I use it to move the bushes away from me. Some other benefits I feel like we get from using trekking poles. There was one that came in my head, but now I forgot it. Oh, a lot of times I will use it to help me pick up something off the ground. So let's say I just got finished having a lunch break, or just like a break from hiking, and I get my backpack on, you know, it's heavy, whatever. I pick up my trekking poles, and then I look down to survey the area, and I realize I left something. I dropped something. Ugh. I do not want to bend down with that heavy weight on my back. So a lot of times I will use the trekking poles to put whatever it is together, or get it through a loop of something that is attached to it, and use it to pick it up. So that way I don't have to bend down. You can also use trekking poles to help you if you are walking over unstable ground like rocks, or to help you when you are crossing over water and rock hopping. Yeah. So those are the things I use trekking poles for. And I don't know, ever since I started using them, like, I hate when I leave home without them. So I found it beneficial. If you don't have trekking poles, go grab you some. And it's not like you have to spend a whole bunch of money on super expensive gear. I literally got that from Amazon. I don't know, 30, 40 bucks. Yeah, it might weigh, I don't know, maybe a pound or something. And there are trekking poles that are much lighter. But at the end of the day, I just don't feel like investing that much money in this. Now, maybe if I'm out there doing a through hike, and on the days that I don't use it, and it's just hanging on my backpack, I prefer to have something that's much lighter. Okay, maybe. Then I'll invest in getting the super light, super expensive trekking poles. But until then, these trail buddies are doing just fine. They get the job done. So, do you use trekking poles? If you do, what are the things you like most about them? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you here again in another video.